Hey guys, coming on here. Just got off work and coming on here to make the video. I'm always this late because when I wake up in the morning, I kind of just like go to work, and that's just how I am. And I want to take a second here to apologize for last week. I wasn't going to think. It was just like bloop, fell off my head. I'm very tired. I'm very sorry about that. So, to catch up of all things, spiritual manifestation and tools we love. When it comes to spirit manifestation, you know what I mean. They don't come to me as a physical being. They don't come to me as an actual, I physically see them. Perfect example is I could be walking, being an empath. I could be walking and just something would just feel like someone is trying to get my attention, someone's shouting my name, and I just look to that area that it feels like that someone's calling me from over there, and then I look and then I feel a presence. And feeling and smelling, I'm noticing just recently, smellings have been really invoking images in my head. Totally just make whoa. Just recently at work, I've been talking about how I've been smelling this cheap, gaudy perfume. It's very cheap, Dollar Tree cheapy perfume, and it's no one around. And for one whole hour, I smell it. And when I asked a couple other coworkers, come over here and smell it, none of them smell anything. So it's weird. It's very, very weird. Sorry, I'm kind of wiggly because I just got off work and I just, ugh. So, yeah, that being said, let me kind of fix it a little bit there, better look. That being said, spirits don't really come to me that way. They're more of Cleon sense, if you will. I sense things more, which is one of the five senses, one of psychic senses. And from my studies and understanding, most of us has a head start on it. Some of us don't. And some of us have to start from scratch, literally. And that whole plays into the whole role in my head. That whole plays in the whole role that some souls are old souls and some souls are brand new souls. And some souls haven't learned that type of lessons in life, and some souls already have it down to Q. And they just so happen to get that ability faster than the rest of us. That's how I view it. So being an empath, which I didn't know much until 4 or 5 years ago, when Kirkasong actually inspired me to take on this little, her video tutorial about, chakras and being an empath and all this stuff, and that takes on life with you. And so when I did that, I went through that whole entire thing, and it was pretty amazing. I enjoyed it. I didn't know much about myself until I actually went there. I'm like, wow. And when I was talking to her on the phone, she was really big on you know what? You're just a soft, gooey person inside. You're just a hard exterior. You're kind of like a hard candy shell with a gooey inside. And then she says your empathic powers don't really come out unless you're touching a psychic tool or, doing your readings. That's when your empathic kicks in, and that's when you basically become 100% overdrive strong with your empathic powers. Other than that, your day-to-day basis is kind of weary. You kind of turn on and turn off, turn on, turn off. So that's kind of a whole world of damnation and stuff. Anyways, tools we love. And tools, it could be anything at this point. And I have quite a few, and I kind of want to tell you what the first tool I use the most, and it is my Antheme. I love my Antheme. It's one of my favorite tools I work with. I use this to direct energy. I use this to, not direct energy, but I use this to imbue my tools and imbue my stones that I need. I also use these to blast away negativity, negative energies that is within my tarot cards and just tools and whatnot. So it's my go-to tool. It's also the first tool I started working with, specifically that one. This wand I got, this is my second favorite tool. This wand I got from a coworker of mine. Just copper wire with the gem, just a crystal quartz. And I think it's oak, if if you will. I forgot what she said, but it's stain, cherry stain. She pretty much cherry dipped it. Like it. I like working with this. I even got more into this when I did my video for the craft, a video series on my own channel, my personal channel. This was actually one of the tools I worked with that I use the most. And there's like, it's really hard to pick through my whole entire altar of what's what. But those are my 2 stones I use the most. I have a video about the whole thing about Anthemase being air and wands being fire, and I totally understand both perspectives as how people view those two, like how wands are more of air because they produce air, and how Anthemase were, you know, born on fire. But in my mind, I use it as a spiritual thing, I use it as an energy thing, and I feel like it's more air. Plus me being a Gemini, air creature, I fell in love with Anthemase really fast. So I am your Thursday host, Wicked Gem, and I hope you guys have a lovely evening, night, day, or whatever where you're at. So till then, I love you. Blessed be.